into the media center this morning, day one, and it's about 7 a.m. and we've got a busy day here with Lamborghini Super Trofeo on Wednesday at Sebring International Raceway. So I'm gonna get my laptop set up, get all my camera gear set up, and get going with this awesome race week. It is unload day here in Sebring. It's Wednesday morning, about 8 a.m.-ish, and all the teams are unloading their cars. We've got a big week ahead. We've got these 12 hours of Sebring, the Mobile One 12 hours of Sebring. Chip Ganassi Racing has made their beautiful 01 Cadillac a beautiful colored gold. It looks really nice. I'm a big fan. And then we've also got a livery change for the Lexus, the Pro car. Looks pretty good. Lamborghini's about to unload their GTD car, and I'm gonna see if I can pop a picture of it. So on mornings like this, I'm just kind of hunting nice light, chatting with friends, seeing who's around. Some of the drivers are around, but not everybody. But it's mainly just nice, pretty backlit pictures of cars getting unloaded, and just trying to make something interesting for the galleries for the weekend, because I'm not always around or available on unload day, so it's kind of nice to just be wandering around before the first Super Trofeo session starts in a little bit here. Yeah, busy morning at Sebring. So I'm gonna head trackside for this first Super Trofeo session. I might go in the pits for session 2, but for its first session, which is 45 minutes, I think, I'm gonna go to a couple of the more iconic Sebring corners, just get some stock action shots of each of the cars, and then I'll see what I can do in that 40 minutes. We only have 2 practice sessions and then qualifying tomorrow. So we have 2 practice sessions today, qualifying tomorrow, and then we have a race on Thursday evening, tomorrow evening, and then we have another race on Friday afternoon as well. So yeah, busy day today. All right, location number 1 here this morning for practice 1 for Super Trofeo is one of my favorite spots out here at Sebring. One of the best parts of Sebring is that there's just no runoff. Like, compared to some of the modern Formula 1 tracks, this place just, you can't make mistakes. These drivers can't make mistakes. So if they go off track, they're literally in the sand and dirt or in the wall. So yeah, you're not working with miles and miles of runoff like you have at some of the bigger Formula 1 tracks. It's just sand and grass and dirt. So when they do make a mistake, or they push the edge a little bit out wide, coming out of some of these corners, like turn 1, which is what I'm looking at this way, basically they just throw sand and dirt in the air, and it looks really cool. It's a really like aggressive looking shot, which is kind of what we're after. Like, you don't want boring, static looking photos. You want there to have some kind of movement, whether you're panning, doing slow shutter speeds, or just you know, trying to capture the cars really doing something cool and aggressive. And that's kind of what I'm going here, hoping for lots of sand and dirt and dust getting kicked up. So I figured I'd start here because the track is pretty green. The drivers aren't really used to it, so they're probably more prone to making mistakes, which means they're gonna go wide into this dirt in front of me. And hopefully I'll get some cool shots, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna head back to the media center and dump this memory card, and then head into the paddock to kind of check in on the WeatherTech teams, see if anybody is doing driver change, working on cars, all that fun stuff that makes for nice photography. It has gone hot out here in the paddock. Teams are still setting up cars, unloading stuff out of trailers, setting up their garage areas. Just part of the weekend flow. Currently, I'm just wandering around, talking to some of my clients, catching up with people, taking some detail shots, and sweating because it's warm out here. The Florida sun is cooking. Speaking of clients, some of my biggest clients this weekend, I'm working with Lamborghini, and it's a really big weekend for Lamborghini because we not only have the Lamborghini Super Trofeo series, which is our one-make program with the Huracan Evo 2, but we also have 5 Lamborghini GTD cars. These are 3 of them behind me, run by the Iron Lynx program, and then we also have the SC63 LMDh, which runs in the GTP class. So I think all said and done, we've got like 45, 46 Lamborghinis on track this weekend between Super Trofeo and then, of course, the cars that are running in the Mobile One 12 Hours of Sebring. So it's just a big weekend for my clients. It's a big weekend for, you know, racing. This is an iconic race. This is a historic race. This is one of my favorite racetracks in the world. It's just so much fun to photograph. There are bumps and, you know, no runoff and colorful walls and really cool atmosphere with the fans, and they build scaffolding towers with Christmas lights. It's just a really cool event to come and work, but also to have a really important client like Lamborghini and Wayne Taylor Racing, Wright Motorsport, Tower Motorsport, Dragon Speed. You know, I'm just really thankful to have some amazing clients, some amazing drivers that I get to work with. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of track time. It's a lot of fun, but it's definitely a lot of long days and long hours out in the Florida sun. One of the cool things about Sebring as a racetrack is that it's not just a racetrack. There's a lot of history to this place. Back in World War II, this is where they trained B-17 bomber crews to fly and fly formation, and basically they just had the 8th Air Force training out of this airport. So, you know, these concrete slabs that you see here that are now part of the racetrack were where the runways and taxiways for the bomber training base were. So it's got a lot of history to it. But one of my favorite parts about this track is that it is so bumpy. You know, there's this saying that people have about Sebring, respect the bumps. And the bumps are what makes this place so special. And this turn is one of the places where you can go and see the most suspension travel. Like, you can literally see the cars bouncing through this corner. It's really, really cool to see. And it makes for a great photo. So this is kind of where I'm starting Super Trofeo Practice 2 this afternoon, just to get some nice shots of the cars bouncing through this corner, turn 17, before they head to start finish, which is over that way. And we've got our first red flag of the day. I don't know who it's for, but we'll see. So I get to head up in this beautiful thing to get a little bit of an elevated shot since we can't use a drone. Not a bad view. Cool. This is gonna look awesome once we get everybody in position. The goal is to have all 37 Super Trofeo cars here, and then the prototype LMDh car, and then the 5 GTD cars. So we got all kinds of cars going to be in this photo. Time to go edit some pictures and get some dinner, go to bed, do it all again tomorrow. But that was awesome. That was really cool. Looked really good. It is such a shame the LMDh car wasn't out there, the SC63, because it would have looked even better. But yeah, huge thank you to Angelo, to Martin, to Andrew Boscher, to the Revolution team, the Lamborghini Squadra Corsa team, all the mechanics for all the teams, and yeah, really cool to do stuff like this. Never gets old.
This video is brought to you by Paddock Focus Photography Workshops. Want to learn how to become a professional motorsport photographer or simply improve your racing images? Check out paddockfocus.teachable.com and use the code PFYouTube for 10% off.
All right, it is day 2 here in Sebring. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm heading to the track. I was up until about midnight last night working on pictures, sending stuff to clients. The slow internet does not help anything. So yeah, long day. And today's gonna be probably even longer. But I'm excited. We've got 3 practice sessions. We've got Super Trofeo qualifying and Super Trofeo race this afternoon. So should be a good day. So today is Thursday here at Sebring, and today's probably the busiest day that I have. Even though we have a 12-hour on Saturday, today's probably my hard day in that we have IMSA WeatherTech Practice 1, Lamborghini qualifying, so we have 2 parts of qualifying, and then we have IMSA WeatherTech Practice 2, and then we have Lamborghini Race 1, we have another one tomorrow, and then we have IMSA night practice. So today's going to be a really, really busy day, and I think night practice goes till 9 o'clock, 9:30. So it's going to be a really busy day here at the track with lots of sessions, lots of track time, just not a lot of time between sessions to get anything done. So I'm just trying to kind of keep my head above the water and get what I can done, send pictures, maybe even just live from the back of my camera so that clients have something to post, and then I'll do a full gallery edit at the end of the day. But yeah, today's a busy one. Just gotta stay hydrated. It's gonna be warm out there. I'm gonna go get a quick breakfast at Lamborghini Hospitality, and then we've got practice 1 for WeatherTech. I think I'm gonna start on pit lane for the first 45 minutes or so, get as much pit lane content as I can, then go trackside for the last little bit. My second shooter, who's an amazing photographer, Fred Hardy, Fred's probably gonna go trackside for a while and then maybe go to pit lane or just stay trackside for the whole thing. So it's kind of divide and conquer mentality. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Stint here for a bit, and you know, that requires a whole different set of stuff. So I have to wear a fire suit and a helmet when I'm working over the wall. Obviously I'm working on the cold side of the pit box right now where the mechanics and hospitality staff are, but once I go over the wall I need to be in a fire suit and helmet, so it just adds a little complexity. And on a day like this, it's hot out here, so it doesn't make it a lot of fun to work on pit lane when it's this warm. That was a slow pit stop, driver change.
Not good.
Don't do that in the race.
No. Delete that footage. Alright. Nice and toasty.
Yes. It's a lot of fun being in a fire suit for this whole session. Yeah, we have to.
Oh my god.
It's a new rule. It's great.
Is it?
Yeah. Wow. It is hot out here. I am feeling it right now. I'm feeling really lightheaded. I tried to drink as much water as I can, but being in these fire suits when it's as warm and humid as it is right now, it's not easy. Alright, time for Lamborghini Super Trofeo qualifying, so I don't even have time to go back to the media center. I've been sending pictures live just straight from my camera to the link that I have made for Lamborghini. So yeah, just gonna go straight out for qualifying, and then we've got a little bit of a break before IMSA WeatherTech Practice 2. Just had a quick lunch at Lamborghini Hospitality. And to be honest with you, I do not feel good right now. I feel really faint and lightheaded from being in this fire suit and just working really, really hard out in the sun on pit lane. So I have a quick photo shoot with the Wright Motorsport guys. Long story short, at Daytona, Brad Pitt was filming his new movie for the Formula One movie, but part of it entails, sorry for the noise, part of it entails, like, I guess a storyline that incorporates the Rolex 24. And as part of that, the Wright Motorsport team and car and drivers all had different fire suits than they'll have for the rest of the season. But now that the movie filming is done with Rolex stuff, we now have a different set of fire suits that we need to do pictures of. So the drivers are going to come over and we're going to do a quick photo shoot in front of this wall. It doesn't have to be special, it doesn't have to be anything amazing. Basically just a kind of a boring shot of the driver's full body. And yeah, make it nice and easy, be done with it. We have practice 2 coming up in a little bit, and then Lamborghini race 1. We have the Mazda MX-5 Cup race happening now, which is always one of the best races of the weekend. But yeah, I'm just trying to survive today. I think I got some nice stuff from the first practice, but it's hard because the light isn't amazing, so you're just kind of filling numbers. Yeah, it's hard. This is a hard time of day to be trying to make really nice pictures. So I'm going to do this portrait shot of the Wright drivers, and then I'll head back to the media center, grab some waters, and get ready for practice 2.
I don't know that arms crossed is the look. She didn't like that though. I like it. Do arms on your head. Okay, do a half spin that way. There you go, perfect. More or less. No, that's good. Right there, yeah, right there.
Practice 2 time. Feeling a little bit better, not quite as lightheaded. I've had about 12 gallons of water to drink and a liquid IV, so feeling a little bit better, but still in my fire suit from the waist down because I'm heading back to pit lane shortly. Yeah, just trying to stay cool, which is why I'm hiding under this advertising billboard for the moment until we get going. Yeah, but right now just trying to get some action shots of the cars on track, specifically because the SC63 is new and needs to be documented on track. So I'm trying to get as much action shots as I can for it and for Lamborghini to use on social media and press release. It kind of changes the way I shoot normally. Like, I wouldn't normally do this much track action before a 12-hour race because you have all day on Saturday to do track action, but right now, yeah, they just need a lot of track action. So here I am again. I like the spot. I'm back under the bridge, kind of like I was yesterday for Super Trofeo practice 2. Yeah. Gonna start here and then maybe go over to the bridge toward turn 7, maybe even go up into turn 7 at the hotel turn inside the turn. There's a cool little riser where I was yesterday, also for Lamborghini Trofeo practice. And then maybe with the last little bit of the session, I'll go on pit lane because we also have pit lane tonight to do, but I will also need to do some stuff out on track. So it's kind of a hard day, kind of all over the place with what I'm needed to be doing. But my buddy Brennan Asplin, who's come from Miami, he's joined us. He just got here a little bit ago, so he's going to be shooting some of the pit lane stuff for a couple of my clients that I'm not able to focus on quite as well this weekend. So between me, Fred, and Brennan, we'll be able to cover everybody more than adequately, so I can focus on the Lamborghini stuff, which is really the most pressing thing this weekend before the race gets going anyway. So we'll see how the race shakes out, of course, but before the race gets going, they just have a lot of requests and needs for, you know, coverage of the cars, you know, first weekend here on track. So yeah, practice 2, let's go. gonna head back to the media center. We just finished practice 2 for the Epic Weather Tech series and did not end up going to pit lane at all. Felt like I didn't need to, so I just didn't. Got a lot done trackside, so that makes me feel better about, you know, a little bit of the day's deliverables. Because I'll be on pit lane a lot tonight, so that kind of helps balance that out a little bit. And
I'm on TV.
not yet. I'm gonna go back to the media center really quickly, dump a couple cards because I need some fresh memory before we go to the Lamborghini Super Trofeo false grid. And false grid is basically where the cars get lined up and ready to go, where the drivers are kind of milling about. They might not be milling about as much today because it's hot and sunny, but normally on a normal race weekend, they're gonna kind of mill about a little bit. And so I'll do some stuff with the drivers hanging out, getting ready for their race. And then we go green flag at 5:05, I think. So, yeah, coming up. All right, time for race 1 for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. This is my 12th season, I think, working with Lamborghini. I've been covering this series as the series photographer since 2013, which is crazy. But yeah, really special to be a part of it, really special to have so many friends and colleagues in this paddock. You know, I've really truly kind of grown up in some ways with a lot of these people. They're like family at this point. Seen a lot of changes, a lot of growth with the series. Like when I started, we had, I think, 6 or 7 cars maybe, and now we have 37. So it's pretty cool to have that amount of growth in a relatively short period of time. I've been through a couple different iterations of vehicle as well. We started with the Gallardo, and then the Huracan Evo, and then Huracan Evo 2. So yeah, pretty special. False grid done. Time to head to my start shots. Kind of been going back and forth about what I wanted to do for the start shot for this race, and I think I'm gonna go just do a standard turn 1. If the sun was like fully out, it would be pretty backlit and not in a good way. It would just be like harsh backlit. But I think because it's kind of diffused, hazy light, the sun's not really popped through and just harsh right now. I think it'll look okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go do turn 1 start shot, because you can't go wrong at Sebring with a turn 1 start shot. I had a couple other ideas I wanted to do, but I think that's a good one. And we'll have another option to do another one tomorrow. So yeah, race 1, let's go. Trackside and heading back to the Podium.
Hey, you can't park there. You can't park there, sorry.
Go! Oh my god, bro.
Right here.
Who's the best teammate ever? Yeah, yeah, man. Great job.
Nice.
Renee Soltzner once again with our 3rd place trophies. Time to pop some bubbly for the first time this year. 3, 2, 1, go! raise those trophies up, big smiles. You're in victory lane.
Not edit at the media center tonight. We're gonna go back to the house and eat some pizza, edit pictures for hours and hours and hours and hours. Took too many pictures today. It's the problem with these mirrorless cameras. It's too easy to take pictures. You just blast through pictures. You don't even know you're doing it. You can't hear the shutter trackside. You don't even know you're taking pictures. It's really, yeah. Anyway, today was a long day. Enjoyed parts of it, didn't enjoy parts of it. But yeah, gonna go eat a pizza and chat with the boys, have some laughs, and call it a night. I'll be up until like probably 2 a.m. at minimum.
I want to do one of the ones with the monkey where he's wearing like the headphones and he's like listening, and they just have all the Porsche Cup cars going by.
Qualifying day. How was your first day of IMSA, Brian?
It's awesome.
It's cool.
It's dope. I love it.
What do you think of the class racing and how they're like competing against each other? It's kind of wild.
That's the part that's thrown me off. Like, it's really confusing because there's all different cars on the track at the same time. But it makes it interesting.
It makes it fun. It makes it chaotic in the race.
Yeah, watching them like figure out who to go around and stuff.
And when to go around.
Yeah.
Like, it's an art.
Yeah, no, I love that part.
So we've got qualifying now, and then a little bit of a break, Michelin Pilot race, but I don't have to cover the Michelin Pilot race. And then we've got Lamborghini Super Trofeo Race 2 this afternoon. Should be nice if the sun stays out, we don't get any cloud cover. Should be pretty nice light for this. So I'm excited. Pretty busy day yesterday. Today's a little bit less intense, but it'll still be a long night of editing with a later Super Trofeo race. So, yeah.
Another 4 a.m. night coming?
I hope not. I better not be up till 4 a.m. But it is what it is. Part of the job, right?
Oh yeah.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Everyone would be you, Jamie.
You know when you have those days where it just feels like nothing's clicking? That's my day today. Having some equipment problems with my belt bag, the buckle that I carry all my stuff just sheared off. So I'm just having one of those days. Frustrating. So gonna have to make a stop by Walmart or a sporting goods store and get a fanny pack or a belt buckle or something. Yeah, not a great day right now.
Watch out where you put your hands, Brian.
Yes.
All right, done with qualifying. And yeah, how do we feel, Wayne?
I'm annoyed.
Annoyed for you. Yeah. But hey, there's always a 12-hour race tomorrow. So I'm gonna head to Lamborghini Hospitality for a quick photo shoot and then try and grab some food and just sit down for a minute because I'm feeling pretty faint again. But yeah, it's hot out here. I'm tired of being in a fire suit. This is tough work. Some people think that you should come to racetracks and IMSA races like the Sebring 12-hour for pretty race cars and cool race cars, and you should, but also we have some pretty awesome car corrals. This is the Lamborghini car corral. Looks like we have about 40, 45 cars out here. All different models, really, really cool colors and collection. This is awesome to see all these cars together, and it's fun that a lot of the dealers and the owners come and participate in these types of events to support Lamborghini, support Super Trofeo, support the SC63 program. It's really cool to have all these cars out here in one place, in addition to our 45 or so race cars. Love it. One of the best parts of IMSA week. He's not very nice, is he? One of the best parts of IMSA weekends is that every weekend, every race weekend, we have a free autograph session. So anybody with a race ticket can just come into the paddock and see the cars. The mechanics and crews are working on cars right now. They're taking everything apart and cleaning it, putting it back together, making sure the gearboxes and engines and electrical and wiring and all that stuff is basically ready to go for tomorrow's 12-hour race. Even though it's only 12 hours and not a full 24 like we have at Rolex, this is one of the most demanding tracks in the world. So they're taking this opportunity to basically take the cars apart, make sure everything is clean, ready to go, hooked up properly, and then they can run for the full duration of the 12-hour tomorrow. But it all happens simultaneously with the fans being able to wander around the paddock and pit lane area. So, you know, you have thousands and thousands of fans walking around. This is kind of the end of the autograph session right now, but yeah, all these fans get to just meet the drivers, get autographs, have their pictures taken, selfies with people. You know, you have a lot of famous drivers out here, former Formula One drivers. You have IMSA champions, IndyCar champions. I mean, Scott Dixon, one of the most celebrated and well-known and talented and just a really incredible race car driver. Scott Dixon's driving the 01 Chip Ganassi Cadillac. So you have a lot of different cars and a lot of different drivers from all over the world here, and so it's cool to be able to have the access for fans like this where they can, you know, have these opportunities to be close to the drivers, because not every racing series Formula One has access like this where anybody can come and walk this paddock. Anybody can come and stand outside of the Lamborghini SC63 garage. You know, you can come stand right here. You can come, you know, all the way up to the entrance of the garage area, take pictures with the drivers. Yeah, you have some really talented drivers out here, and the opportunity to be able to be close with them and just interact with them is really special, and something that makes IMSA WeatherTech a very unique series in the world of racing, because this doesn't exist in other racing series at this price point. So it's pretty cool. Time for Lamborghini Super Trofeo Race 2. So our second race of the weekend. We do 2 races per weekend, and it's great racing because they're all the same cars. It's a spec series, so all the cars are the same. Basically the drivers are then what becomes the difference maker, the teams, the setup that the teams run. So it's pretty cool to see all these Lamborghinis out on track. Mandatory pit stop in the middle of it, and they'll do a driver change if there's multiple drivers in driving a car. So they'll do a driver change. If there's not a driver change, then they'll basically sit for an extra 3 seconds. One more race for today, and then time to pack it up, edit some pictures, get ready to have a big day tomorrow. All right, James Leeds, you ready?
You mean this piece of clip that's never gonna see the light of day anywhere? Sure. What are we doing?
Well, I would like to know what you're doing today. What's your plan for this? Because the light doesn't know what it wants to do.
So my plan is to get on my scooter from here and go all the way to the inside of 7th.
Okay.
Shoot the pans in the head-on with the Sebring sign.
Okay.
Then run down, shoot the billboard, because the billboard had nice light on it at the end of the Michelin Challenge.
Yep.
And then I'll either take off and go all the way around 11 to shoot them coming out of 11. And that's probably my 50 minutes.
You have more of a plan than I do.
But I have one car, so as long as it's in focus, I'm moving.
True.
I'm gonna be an official old-time indie photographer and not move from this spot. I'm gonna shoot every lap.
You're gonna take a nap right
I'm
here?
gonna shoot every lap and hope that a car ends up in the tires in front of me.
And then you can have credentials for life at Sebring.
For life.
Nice behind me. This race ends in about 10 minutes exactly. This is when it starts getting good. I just hope we have this light tomorrow for the big race. Friday here at Sebring. Gonna go get some food, call it a night, try and get to bed early-ish, not be up as late as I was last night. Yeah, big day tomorrow.